Hello everybody and welcome to my channel, David's Country Kitchen. And today we're making Cajun style red beans and rice. And if you'll click on the description below the video, you'll be able to see the written directions for this recipe. And while you're clicking, go ahead and click on that subscribe button. Thanks. Now we're going to start out with a pound of red dried beans. And what we're going to do first is sort through those beans and give them a good washing. And what we're checking for is rocks. Don't see no rocks here. Then we're going to check for other foreign objects like nuts and bolts and bugs and whatnot. Then we're going to take these beans and put them in a pot, put 8 cups of water in there, and we're going to let them set overnight. Okay, it's overnight. Boy, that's quick. Alright, we're going to chop up 3/4 cups of bell pepper. Green bell pepper, you can use red, give you more color. Then we're going to chop up 1 cup of onion. It don't matter what kind of onion you use. They're going to chop up 3/4 cup of celery. Then we're going to cut up 2 pounds of smoked sausage. And I take the casing off my sausage because my wife said she don't like eating a pig gut. Next we're going to take them beans that we soaked overnight and we're going to drain and rinse them again. Give them a real good bath. Then we're going to put them back on the stove and we're going to add 5 cups of water. And we're going to bring those beans up to a rolling boil for 2 minutes. After 2 minutes, we're going to take them off the heat, set them aside, and let them sit for 30 minutes. Next, we're going to lightly brown our smoked sausage. Set that aside and leave your grease in the skillet, and in that grease add a 1/4 stick of butter. Then we're going to add 1 cup of onion, 3/4 cup of celery, 3/4 cup of green pepper. You can use red bell pepper to give it more color. Then you're going to put a tablespoon of minced garlic. Now we're going to saute that till it's nice and tender. Next we're going to take them beans off the stove and we're going to drain them and rinse them again. If you'll follow this method of cooking and soaking and rinsing and all with your beans, I guarantee you it's going to take a lot of the gas out of your beans. Then again, some might think that takes all the fun out of the beans. Put your beans back in the pot along with 5 cups of water. Put it on the stove on medium heat, and then we're going to start putting in our sauteed vegetables. Then we're going to add our dried ingredients. We're going to put in our 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper, 1/4 teaspoon of dried sage, 1 teaspoon of paprika, 1½ tablespoons of Cajun seasoning, 1 tablespoon of dried parsley, and a couple of bay leaves. Then we're going to add 1 tablespoon of chili powder. We're going to put the cover on that and have our heat on medium, and we're going to let that boil for about 20 minutes. After it's boiled for 20 minutes, we're going to go ahead and put our sausage in, bring that back up to a light boil, and let it cook until those beans are nice and tender. And while that's going on, we go ahead and get our rice ready. You want to take 2 cups of long grain rice and put it in a sieve and rinse it real good. You want that water to be running clean. If you don't have a sieve, you can go ahead and do it in a pot. But just keep rinsing and draining it out till your water is pretty much clear in that pot. Once we get that rice nice and clean, we're going to drain it real good. And then we're going to get a saucepan and add 2½ cups of water. And then we're going to add our 2 cups of white rice. We're going to bring that to a boil for 2 minutes. Once it's been boiling for 2 minutes, you're going to back your heat down to low and put a lid on it and just let it sit there for 20 minutes. After about 20 minutes, if my timing's right, these beans ought to be ready. Oh yeah, they're ready. And looky there. Now there's one thing you gotta have with this red beans and rice, and that's some real good buttermilk cornbread. And if you look at the rest of my videos, you'll see the recipe for that. Here real soon I'm gonna be posting videos on homemade bread, shepherd's pie, and whatever else I decide to cook for the night. Now there's some modifications you can do to this dish. One is you can add andouille sausage instead of the smoked sausage, but that's going to kick the heat up a little bit. But if you want it hot, go ahead and add you another half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Oh, there's one more thing I forgot. Something I always put on my red beans and rice. There's something about the heat and a little bit of taste of vinegar of some Louisiana hot sauce that to me really sets this dish off. Y'all give this dish a try, and I appreciate y'all watching. Thanks for watching, and if you'd like to get updates on my latest videos or make suggestions, hit that subscribe button. Thanks.